What is going on, vinyl community? Johan here, back with another video, and gosh, it's been a while. I think it's been about 4 months since I last uploaded a video, and that has a lot to do with summer. That has been summer, so I've been traveling a lot with my family, and I've been spending time with friends. And spending time with friends and traveling with your family usually means that you spend money on things like ice cream and candy, which has made me not being able to buy a lot of vinyl because I haven't got money for it. And then school started in late August. I started a new school in the, what do you call it, like basically high school, but it's a class over. So I think I've talked about this before, but in the Swedish school system, you start something called gymnasiet when you end 9th grade and start in 10th grade. So the year when you're like when you're turning 16, the year you're turning 16, you start something called gymnasiet, which is basically high school. So you have when you turn 6 years old, you start something called like mellanstadiet, lågstadiet and mellanstadiet, which is basically no, like 0 class. It's kindergarten basically for a year. You start that, and then you go 6 years until you're in 6th grade. And then you start högstadiet, which translates to high school, but isn't high school. It's more of middle school, from 6th to 7th. Yeah, from 6th to 7th grade, from 7th grade and up to 9th grade, which would make you a couple years old. And then when the year you turn 16, you start gymnasiet, and you go there for 3 years, and then you're 19, and then you can either like start working directly, or you can start like studying at a university, which is what most people do. But I just started gymnasiet, and I realized that there's a lot of studying. I forgot about studying over the summer, so I studied a lot, and I bought a lot of fucking what's it called, fall clothes, like warmer clothes, because like fall struck this fast in Sweden. It was really weird. I went in a t-shirt, like t-shirt and jeans for maybe 2 months, and all of a sudden I was freezing to death. I bought a jacket, and I've had that jacket for 2 weeks, and now that jacket is too cold. So we actually have like 3 degrees of Celsius outside. I don't know how cold it is outside right now. I might be able to look that up, but last night I think there was -2 degrees Celsius. Right now it's 5 degrees Celsius, and it's 10 o'clock on a Thursday morning. So I'm actually starting school at 1 o'clock p.m. today, which is amazing. So I'm able to drink some coffee and do a vinyl video, and that's epic. So enough talking. In the background playing is this beautiful album called Blackbird by Alter Bridge. If you look at it, it's a music on vinyl pressing. It sounds amazing. I've talked about it before. Great album. But I know I said that I haven't bought a lot of vinyl, and I actually haven't. I think I've bought 4 LPs and a single in 4 months, and for me that's very, very, very little. And I mean, yeah, I haven't bought a lot, but I'm gonna show it to you. And I've actually been to a couple of concerts too, and I think I will do a video about that later. The concerts I've been to is one Slash show. I think I talked about that, and that was epic. Slash, I went to Alice Cooper, and I went to Europe. So I'll be talking about that in another video. But now over to the records. And the first one, oh my God, this coffee is cold. And the first one we're gonna talk about is a single by David Lee Roth. This is Just Like Paradise. Oh, I get so happy every time I hear this song. It makes my day. I had like a month where I started every day by listening to this one. Gosh, this song is good. It's super 80s, super. I can put it in the background right now. Super 80s, super great. Just epic vocals. It's a classic. I mean, I think most of you have heard it, and yeah, I really like it. It's from the album Skyscrapers, I think. Yeah, Skyscraper, released in 1987. So this is a great song, and it starts when I listen to this. My day, like my whole day, got better, and it continued to be good all day long. So this song, I really recommend this. And the background, the B-side is, yeah, what was the B-side? Oh shit, I almost spilled coffee all over the computer. That was awkward. But we can just look at the album. It's like there's the labels, just like Paradise, David Lee Roth on Warner Bros. Records, and the B-side is The Bottom Line. I haven't listened a lot to that one, but it's probably good. As you see my finger there, by the way, it's a bit weird because I haven't played bass for basically I haven't played a lot of the bass for like about as long as I haven't made this video, because I was in a band and we broke up because I got a text message. We found that we didn't get anywhere. We were just stuck in the same place all the time. So we broke that up, and then I haven't had a band for like 3 months. So I played the guitar most of the time. I didn't play the bass at all, basically. And then like 2 weeks ago, I started playing a new band with one guy from the old band. He's called Pelle. I did a video with him a couple of months ago, like half a year ago in the winter. We went to a record store. It's on my channel if you want to watch it. We started a new band with 2 other guys. So I started playing the bass again, and my fingers are not used to me playing with my fingers on the bass, so that's why my fingers look so weird. But over to the actual LPs. This is an album my friend talked about for, how long could it be, like 6 months, and I didn't trust him. I was like, okay, it's probably a good band, but I haven't listened to it. And then I saw this in the record store Open Mind for 150 Swedish crowns. And I figured if I didn't buy it, I would never buy it. So I bought it, and gosh, I'm glad that I bought it. This is Queensrÿche Empire. Released in 1990 on EME, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is an epic album. My favorites on this is probably Jet City Woman, Another Rainy Night Without You, and I mean the song Empire is epic. So this is Empire. It's a pretty cool like box. It looks like a box set, but let's see if we can get the name of there. Queensrÿche Empire. It looks like a box set, but it isn't. It's a double LP. So it contains this. This is the first album, and then we have the second album, An Inner Sleep, and we will take a look at the label from the second album here, like that, and then the label looks like this. Pretty standard, but it's really good. Sadly, it's a bit scratchy, but what can you do about it? Not much. And it was cheap, and it isn't really super annoying. It's one track where I think it sometimes skips depending on how dirty the record is. So I just figured that if I take good care of the album, then I will be able to listen to the album, which I think is a pretty good thing. And yeah, we can continue with the albums. Anyway, before I do that, Queensrÿche Empire, epic album. Wait, there was something in here. I think there was like an insert. No, not insert, but like a commercial for. Yeah, here. Essential Queensrÿche. It contains all of their album and a single and a video. So Operation Mindcrime was released in 1988 or 89, I think. I will have to listen to that because everyone praises that one, and I haven't listened to it yet. So I will do that at some time. But now we're gonna continue, and what we're gonna continue with is my first ever Japanese pressing. Sadly, without an OB, but it's a great album, and it's by one of my favorite bands. So this is Europe's first album, Europe subtitle, and it's in awesome condition. It's from 1980. The album is from 1980, I think, maybe 81. But this pressing is from 1983. It's the first Japanese pressing with an. It's the only first one with an alternate cover. The original had a really awful picture of the band as a cover, and this has this like European church and two angels, and it's really cool. I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee now, and it's gonna be disgusting because it's cold. Ooh. What? Ooh. We're gonna take a look at this. So we have the record here in one of these plastic sleeves. It's on Victor. The Japanese pressing is on Victor. The Swedish one is on. It was some very weird, like, independent thing. I'm not too into that, but this is the label on Victor, and this is side 2 if you want to look at side 2 too. Side 2 too. It has a lot of inserts, and I actually put. I did that in another album. I started putting all of my concert tickets inside the albums that I go of the band that I go to, because I think it's fun to like have. We're gonna look at the inserts. First of all, we have this, which is a picture of the band where they look really young, and a lyric sheet containing the lyrics of the songs, obviously. And we're gonna put this here so I don't show it again. That would be embarrassing. And then we have here the like Japanese lyrics and all of that. So this is really cool for me. I haven't actually on the Japanese pressing, as I said, and this sounds amazing. This pressing, because I've always thought that this album sounds a bit not that good, but. This sounds really good. No, I don't think there were anything else. No, that was all that was in it, and it's a really good album, or it's a good album with a couple of really good songs. If I put it in that way, it's a song called Seven Door Hotel and a song called In the Future to Come. Those are epic. Children of This Time's great. The King Will Return is also great. So. There are some pretty good songs on here, and it's a album that shows that this band can do a lot of different stuff, because that album and the second album doesn't really sound at all like the other albums coming after them. So that's more raw Europe, not the Final Countdown Europe that most of us are familiar with. And then we're gonna continue with another album. Sadly, this pressing. Excuse me for saying this, fucking sucks. It's a really low. It's a bootleg. It's a bootleg. It's really low audio, and the sound quality isn't that good. But the cover is really cool because it's in great condition. It's Nirvana's Nevermind. Great album, and yeah, it's a bootleg of the. I don't really know. I tried to look it up. Discogs is down right now if it hasn't like restarted, but I don't think so. Let me see, Discogs. No, it's down. But this album, it's a great album, but the pressing is like it's a bootleg of a bootleg basically. So it's a bootleg of the what's it called, the Sub Pop Geffen. Where was it? I don't know. Anyway, it's a bootleg. It doesn't sound that good, but it's Nirvana's Nevermind, and it contains Endless Nameless, which I think is weird because I don't think many vinyl copies contain that song. But it's an awful song, so I would be glad to not have it, but. I have it, and I had listened to it. I've listened to this a couple of times, really low, but what you gonna do? Great album. I got it for 200 Swedish crowns, which I think is a bit high for this pressing, but I've used it as like art on the wall. I have these like frames where you can put vinyl records, so I put them in there, in those frames, and it's cool as art. And as you can see, standard white sleeves. It's black vinyl, and it has this obviously printed out label, but I mean, there's no scratches, so that's good. I think this pressing from like 2013 or 2, so it's digital from the CD, but Nirvana's Nevermind. I am gonna have to upgrade this at some point, but not right now. I don't have this super Nirvana face right now. I had it a couple of months ago when I bought it. I listened to Nevermind, and no, I actually had that like face before Nirvana and like Nevermind and Utero I listened a lot to earlier this spring, and then I found that in the record store, and I was like, okay, I haven't seen this in the wild before. I had to pick it up, so I like picked it up, and I could have been happier if we put it in that way. But something I was really happy about finding, which I have looked for a while, is this. Skid Row's The Slave to the Grind on LP. I've seen it on CD, and I was this close to picking it up, but haven't done it because I felt like I wouldn't listen to it as much as I would listen to the LP. So here's the LP. I found it. It contains Get the Fuck Out, so it's the uncensored version. They have a censored version of the vinyl, which was only released in South Korea, and then the CD that was released in the US is also censored, and the censored version does not contain the song Get the Fuck Out. It contains a song called Beggar's Day instead, which I personally think is better than Get the Fuck Out, so I would prefer that. But it's so rare, for me at least in Sweden, to see Slaves to the Grind in the wild, so when I saw it, I just picked it up, and it has some scratches, nothing like super major, but they're definitely there, but it's okay, I'm fine with it. It's Skid Row. The music is so good, so you can like, it doesn't really matter. It's on, let me see, Atlantic. Yeah, it's on Atlantic. This is the inner sleeve, picture of the band and lyrics, and more lyrics, and thanks to. And the label looks like this. It's the standard green and orange Atlantic label. And this album contains Monkey Business, The Threat, which is one of my favorite songs by Skid Row. It contains In a Darkened Room, which is my favorite song by Skid Row. It contains Wasted Time. It contains let me see what are one of the other super hits. Slaves to the Grind, obviously, the title track. And is there anyone like other famous song from this album? Let me see here that people have heard a lot about. Quicksand Jesus, great song. I really like this whole album, maybe except for Creep Show. I don't really like Creep Show, but it isn't like that, oh, it's awful. It's just like if I would listen to it on Spotify, I would probably skip it, basically. But it isn't like listening to the vinyl, I'm like, oh, I need to pick up the needle and change song. No, I can definitely listen through it, but it isn't one of my favorites. So Skid Row, Slave to the Grind. This is a German pressing, yeah, from 1991. So this is a great album. And I actually bought a book too. I rarely buy books, but I saw this in the record, so I had to pick it up. This is Motley Crue's book, The Dirt. This is their like biography, and it's I haven't read it yet, but it's in great condition, so I'll probably read it sometimes. And gosh, it's long. How many pages is there? 568 pages. 568 pages of pure rock and roll. So I'm gonna read that at some time. And I'm actually going to a concert too. I bought tickets last week, and I'm super hyped. This is a part of the tour called Monsters of Rock, and they've only announced 2 bands so far. One of them was announced a couple of days ago, and that was Rival Sons. I've seen them one time before as an opening band to to Aerosmith, I mean. And now, this is epic. This is why I bought the tickets. There are 2 bands left that are about to be announced, but these 2, Rival Sons, and another one has been announced, and the other one is Black Sabbath. So I'm seeing Black Sabbath on their final tour in Stockholm, Sweden, this July. And I'm super hyped about that. It's gonna be epic. But now this video is up to 1950 in recording, so maybe it will be about 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna probably end it right now. Thanks a lot for watching. I will try to do videos more regularly, but it has been a lot of things going on and I haven't had a camera, so I got this school computer right now which I'm recording from, and the audio I'm recording from a microphone beside it, so I hope none of those break, but they probably won't. I hope that. But thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Comment what you think about this video, and like if you like it, and I mean dislike if you didn't like it, I guess, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, I'm almost up to 100 subscribers. The time when I didn't upload anything, I got 30 new subscribers, so I'm almost up to 100 now, and that's really cool. Oh the window there isn't whatever. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.